Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Scorpio for the week of February 27th, 2023, and Saturday night and Sunday I will be doing the monthly horoscope, so be sure to subscribe to that as well. Pluto, big energies. Pluto for the next 20 years will be in Aquarius. Yay! Change of energy. And then Saturn on the 7th, really soon here, will be in Saturn. On the 7th, Saturn and Pisces in your 5th house. Yeah, so stay tuned. So my Scorpions, you still have a stellium in your 6th house. Lots of energy there. So the focus can be more towards home, family, your personal life. You can also be using this time period to work on yourself with this energy as well. A great time for business picking up, or you can find yourself being very busy with your routine with this energy. Careful with this energy because you can become sick, so the focus can become on health because stress can really bring out sickness. You can be keeping more to yourself. You tend to make it a point to be fair to everyone. You have a strong sense of justice and fair play. You also have an excellent business skill. You're eager to help those less fortunate, learn to help, but they also have to learn to help themselves. So you may have some lessons with your giving energy and how much you do for other people at this time. Practical understanding of how to do that as well. Your loyal friend who enjoys lasting, meaningful relationships. Those who do not know you mistake your overly serious and reserved nature for coldness and unresponsiveness. You have a little or no happy social life at this time, but you're super frugal with your money, a good judge of character, and you tend to be a late bloomer for some of you when it comes to the friendships, and you have an innate sense of loneliness right now. Tuesday, you have like a lot of beautiful energy happening. You have a kite energy happening with Vulcan in retrograde in your 10th house, conjunct with the Lilith moon. And again, Vulcan is the higher form of Leo, which is going to be Saturn, which is going to be transiting Leo for the next 72 years. This can be an emotional validation. You can feel connected now with your purpose-driven journey, or if you were giving up on your side business, this could be recommitting to your side business as well. For others of you, this is growth with your career. This could be those in authority telling you that you have job security here as well, or if you're going to go on leave of absence, they could be telling you that you can come back anytime. You may have career decisions to make, and you can be focused on plans to make changes. Communications with those in authority should be clearer. At the same time, you're logical and clear-headed. Your current mental discipline enables you to tackle difficult or painstaking problems with success. You will feel like dealing with serious matters in a practical way using tried and true methods. Your thoroughness now makes it unlikely that you'll have to correct any mistakes. That's an excellent energy for balancing your bank account. Communications, you're not likely to say much. When you speak, though, other people do listen to you because you have Pluto in your 3rd house. For others of you, you appear to be reserved. So you're like really quiet again, but when you speak, others listen. Watch for a tendency towards pessimism. You may not be on speaking terms with certain friends or certain family members. This is a time when your personal needs and your responsibilities to others are at odds with each other. It seems as if something must give because you find it that you cannot do both. For instance, your employer will be especially demanding now, insistent that you work late, and then your obligations with home and what you do with your kids, or if you're involved in with your kids, like PTA meetings and stuff like that. Or it could be a situation here where your business is picking up at this time. So your routine is changing during this time period, so you have to give up something in order to create that balance now with this energy. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing, it's just your routine is changing at this time, so certain things no longer apply at this time. So like, for example, if you were always playing video games, you may not be playing video games that much anymore because you're too busy. Okay, this is also a time you begin to drift away from others emotionally, and you may feel lonely or alienated from your loved ones. You may be out of touch with family on domestic issues that you're not aware of. An important and supportive relationship may end now if you're unable to find the proper balance between your personal and your professional life for some of you. Then on the 1st, you benefit, you're a bit of a social butterfly. You can be opening up more to a lover, or you could be announcing your intentions or letting somebody know that you have a crush on them and stuff like that. Or this could be that one friend and being vulnerable to that one friend and being open. Just remember to stay in that friendship and keep that friendship around with this energy, because you're not very good at being vulnerable, because once you have exposed your pink, I call it your pink because Scorpios like to wear this metal armor because they really don't like to get hurt, and they really don't like their feelings to get hurt, and they don't like their feelings to get involved. Virgos have a wall, and then they keep their wall up, and then they climb all the way up to the top of the wall, and they say, "Who's there? I can't see you. What?" Whereas you just keep your metal of armor over your head, and then you got this little pink little onesie that you wear, and it's all like cashmere and stuff, and it's really wicked cute, and it has glitter, and some of you guys have like a pink tail with it. I don't know why, but but once you expose your onesie to others, then you freak out, and you're like, "Oh my God, they saw my rainbow bright butt," and then you're just like, "No," and then you chase people away like that. So yeah, you need to it's okay to show them your pink onesie. It was cute. I've seen it a few times. Some of you, it's really fashionable and it's sparkly and glittery, but hey, to each their own, so try to stay in your relationships at this time with this energy, and try to be emotionally connecting, even though it's very difficult for you. This is a great time for therapy, counseling, and you can be giving really good sage advice to other people as well. You can have other people in your life figured out, because they can be going through similar situations, or they can even remind you of your younger self as well. So it's kind of like easy for you to figure them out and maneuver them. Maybe you could be very analytical in your way of thinking at this time, so you need to put yourselves in other people's shoes at this time. This is too much masculine energy, so again, you got to create that balance between the masculine and feminine energy and be a bit more nurturing, or put yourself in other people's shoes with this energy here as well. You have a tendency to overestimate now and take on too much, so be careful what you put onto your plate at this time, because you're going to have to get rid of a lot of the things that you want to do, because again, this is why your routine is going to be changing this week, because you keep being in a place of yes for everything. For some of you, can be a little bit of a workaholic at this time with this energy, so I would be careful with that, because then you're missing out on other things that you would like to be doing, or spending time with the people that you love. So be careful during this time period. Then on the 2nd at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters your 5th house in the sign of Pisces. You may not be on speaking terms with your partner for now. For some of you, you can be inviting back into your life the X's and the O's, or you can be fighting with friends and not on speaking terms with them, or just keeping more to yourself for some of you. It just depends what goes on in your natal chart. This can be whoever has to leave your life, let them leave your life. You will want to express yourself more fully and will feel more creative than usual, but be careful not to offend other people at this time. Children are more inclined to play pranks on you or be a little bit knavish towards you. I feel also it is a good time to start a new creative project. Your creative juices could be flowing. You could produce a lot of art during this time period, or come up with a lot of great ideas with this energy. You're more in tune to your inner child at this time with this energy, but be careful, because not everybody's going to appreciate your playfulness, and they may just take you as a jerk. Self-expressions may cause problems with others. It's a good time for dating, in the LGBTQ community. Not the best time for straight people to date, because you're going to find this is like a boom bam thank you ma'am kind of situation, like bunnies, boom 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 boom, leave, where'd you go, and it's like, damn, they left, so yeah. So if this is like Tinder dating, this is not good. But if you're in the LGBTQ community, because the way the planets are, this is good for you, because you can get in a relationship. Okay, let me see what else. You can get ghosted at this time with this energy, so this can be whoever has to leave your life, let them leave your life, and this could be both in the LGBTQ community and the straight community as well. So both swimming pools are going to be super freaking cold at this time. Okay, so this is a good time to just talk to people and get to know people as well, and see where things are going and take things slow. Alrighty, then Friday, this can manifest as increased empathy, sympathy, and compassion for other people. Joining groups will give you a sense of connectedness you seek. For some of you who are 50 and older, you could be more of a participant in your life, joining groups and organizations during this time period as well, being more active in your church or in your community, because you just seek relationships at this time. This could be also those of you who are 55 and older, or even 50 and older. This could be a renewed interest in religion and spirituality at this time. It's also likely that you'll have more profound dreams and psychic experiences and will understand them like never before. Take this opportunity to learn something new. You're able to communicate your ideas effectively at this time, and it's a favorable time to promote yourself. Your attitude is generally positive, your interests are increased, and you're mentally busy during this time period. Now, I see that somebody had a question, but it's yes, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon because you could be sitting on your hands about things. So I give it like 3 weeks or 3 months at this time, so, or even 4 months, okay, because it doesn't look like it's going to be coming to fruition anytime soon. You are more about your sanity at this time, so you're not willing to take risk with this energy. You have a great level of self-control, so you're not allowing your emotional self to get the best of you with this energy, so you're a lot more analytical in your way of thinking with this energy as well. The Four of Cups, for some of you, you're more involved in like yoga groups, meditation, spirituality at this time, or just even working on yourself with this energy. This could be traveling coming up for some of you as well with this energy. For some of you, this could be thinking about reconnecting with someone from your past. Mercury in the 5th house. This could be an ex or somebody that you had a crush on, but you may not be ready to go there yet. You want to go there, but you're just like, The 7 of Coins, yeah, you're thinking about it. It's heavy on your mind, but you may not pursue it at this time because you're overthinking the situation, or you're just nervous or scared to be rejected by this person, and you're scared to be hurt. So, what's the worst that they could say? No? I would just ask. I would rip the Band-Aid off and ask. Okay, so why not? The Strength card, this year hard work and perseverance paying off. This is overcoming certain obstacles. This is for some of you impatience, fear of standing out due to peer pressure. For others of you, this is fear, okay, and fear of like asking a person out because you're scared of what other people will think. You're scared. You're just scared, period. You're just scared, nervous. You're just scared of being hurt. Okay, the 5 of Swords, you're very protective of your pink. The 5 of Swords here, I feel like for some of you here, yeah, you don't want to be picked on. You don't want to be bullied. You don't want to get hurt, all right? I feel for others of you, someone could be poo-pooing on your ideas at this time and kind of not liking what you're doing. I do see confrontation during this time period, but for some of you here, you could be avoiding taking initiative in your life because you could be avoiding or assuming that you're going to be rejected or hurt at this time, and that might not be the case, okay? So you're creating like all these false narratives in your head. So it's up to you to overcome these false narratives in your head, because how do you know if you don't ask? Okay, like my mom says, you always need just, even though I don't like her that much, you always need just one yes. Okay, one yes. You don't need like 100 yeses, but you'll always get one yes. Okay, that's all you need is one yes. Okay, this is a popular energy time for you. With this energy here, I feel like you're very charming. I feel like for some of you, for better or for worse, because you're dealing with confrontation, this is a busy week for you as well with all these sword cards. I feel like your unique talents tend to stick out, or for some reason your name is in everybody's mouth this week, for better or for worse, with this energy. So just be aware of that. For others of you, this could be a difficult time raising your kids. With this energy, you could be going through a divorce and adjustment period, and they could be like being weird with you at this time because the situation is just weird and awkward to them, so they don't know how to behave around you all of a sudden. So there's definitely some kind of disconnect going on during this time period as well. I feel like for some of you, it's best to keep your name out of other people's mouths at this time. Pick and choose your battles with other people, because once you got their name, once they got your name in their mouth, it's going to be very hard for them to get it out, okay? So I would pick and choose your battles with others, alrighty? The 2 of Wands is a time of moving forward. This can be a busy week for you. A lot more responsibilities are going to be coming up for you during this time period. So be realistic about how much you can do at this time with this energy, and learn to say no and learn to delegate and give responsibility back to others. For others of you, you could be breaking bad habits at this time with this energy. For others of you who have been in this hamster circle, I feel like an ex is coming back, Mercury in the 5th house. So those of you who have been in this like hamster circle with other people in your life, you could be breaking a pattern. You can be getting off the hamster wheel and taking more initiative in your life with this energy, or taking taking back control in your life. Your consciousness is going to be changing during this time period as well with this energy. You can be coming up with money-making ideas. You can be super creative at this time. Again, you're super creative. The focus can also be on family with this energy. The Ace of Cups, you can be lucky in love at this time. This is emotional validation coming to you. So you can be receiving some much needed good news. This could also be at the start of spiritual healing at this time. And for some of you, this could be the end of the grieving process. This is focusing on new beginnings for you, taking back control of your life. Success is happening for you during this time period as well. For some of you, you can be dealing with an earth sign that is very focused on their money, or an Aquarius that's very focused on their career and very career oriented at this time, because they could be going through it emotionally at this time and they don't want to express their feelings to anybody, so they're just throwing themselves into their damn work. They don't want to feel, they don't want to do nothing. Okay, so it could be a situation like that going on at this time. So somebody that you may like could be very busy at this time, and they're doing it on purpose because they don't want to pause long enough to deal or process their feelings with this energy. Because once they stop and they got to be in their feels, ooh, they're not very happy campers. Okay, I feel also with this energy, this can be like a week of just working home, quiet, nothing happening really crazy. Like with this energy, for some of you, you're just choosing peace this week. Like you are literally avoiding the drama, avoiding certain people's situations at this time with this energy. I feel like for some of you, you are seeking better expectations or creating a better life for yourself. So you're definitely more concerned about your money situation. You're more concerned about your career and your financial growth at this time. The Seven of Cups, I see thoughts of future at this time. This could be recommitting yourself to your goals. For some of you, you can be more about your fantasy life. You can be very wishy-washy at this time, so be careful with that energy as well. For some of you, you see what you want to see at this time. I feel like for some of you here, you could be getting what is that? Copyright stuff, because I do see copyright infringements. You can be getting stuff for that at this time with this energy, or somebody could be stealing your words on the TikTok or whatever. So I do see intellectual property coming up at this time with this energy. I do see this being a beautiful time where you're creating financial success for yourself in the form of teaching, educational industry, informational industry as well with this energy, and it's going to be very beneficial for you. I do see somebody obsessed with you at this time with this energy as well. Ooh la la. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe this week for you with this energy. I feel like for some of you, you could be triggered by certain events in your life as well, or your little snow globe could be shaken this week. And I feel like, you're not thinking logically about certain things at this time with this energy. So watch your emotional self. This could be the women in your life rehashing the past and you feeling like really triggered by it at this time with this energy as well. The Queen of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, you could be creating boundaries with other people in your life with this energy. I feel like you may even disappoint other people in your life at this time as well with this energy. I feel, you're just looking for a better life at this time, and you're just trying to elevate yourself during this time period. Okay, the Hangman card, indecisions are coming up at this time, something heavy on your mind with this energy. But again, it might be a while before you do anything about it, like 4 months before you decide to do anything about it, or 4 weeks, so it's going to be a while before you decide to go, okay, I'm going to do this. I do see you being very strong-minded with this energy, or you could be dealing with somebody that's very passionate at this time. I do see a significant age difference between you and this other person. I do see this person being helpful. I feel like this could be a possible love interest for some of you with this energy as well. The Judgment card, for some of you, could be going to court at this time. I feel like you are manifesting certain situations into your life, so keep the energy positive. I feel also this is a great time for contracts and negotiations with this energy. The World card, emotional validation. For some of you, you're stepping out of your comfort zone at this time, and this is going to lock a long-held dream that you've been wanting as well, or this is going to be like a situation here where you wish that you would have done this in the first place. For some of you, this is thoughts of the past coming up at this time. You could be thinking about mother. Ooh, you could be thinking about mother for some reason. I picked that up. Or the women in your life who have passed on. They could be on your mind at this time. And then for others of you, you are going through a grieving situation. So you're not necessarily over your past relationship at this time, and you're kind of grieving through it. For others of you, this is the ex coming back, and you're going to start, you see, you have an opportunity, but sometimes what happens with Scorpios, you guys want your ex back, but then once you're like, oh my god, I miss my ex, but then once your ex comes near you, you guys are like Rottweilers. It's like rah, 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 and it's like, oh my god, you know, and then you guys do that. You guys like attack, you know, it's like, I'm gonna kill you. And it's like, I thought you wanted me back, you know, and it's like, I do, but I don't, you know, so it's like that kind of situation going on. For others of you, this is obsessive thinking at this time. So this could be you and another person crushing on each other, and you two psychically connected and sending those vibes out, but you all not going to do nothing about it. The Chariot card, I see a victory coming up. I see some much needed good news happening this week for you. This could be good news in court, so just stay positive with this energy. Some of you are traveling at this time. This could be a change of residence with this energy, a job transfer happening. I feel like certain things are going to be out of your control. You could be ending certain situations or quitting certain situations, and know that other people, even though the two parties that are fighting are like fighting and getting into power struggles or ending the situation, but know that other people will miss you, okay? The Four of Coins, I feel like for some of you here, again, you're very cautious. Venus energy in Taurus, I feel like you can be dealing with somebody that's very stubborn or stuck in their ways of thinking with this energy. The Queen of Coins, I feel like for some of you, you could be making friends with a group. Somebody, if you go to a group where you know nobody, you might end up making friends there. For some of you, this could be going to like traveling to like a festival or something for business at this time here, and you could be making friends that way. For others of you, you could meet a love interest through a group of people with this energy as well. And then for others of you, this could be a lot of money coming in at this time for you this week. But in the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom as well. I feel like for some of you, you could be fighting with family during this time period. So, you know, be about bigger picture with this energy. I do see some rough changes happening for some of you, and then for some others of you, I see some smooth changes going on in your life with an emphasis on money, okay? I love you, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses. Mwah.